Well, welcome to part 6, which is probably, to be honest with you, going to be the final part of my project car, the MGZR, which is a 2011 registered car, as you all know by now. So at the moment, I guess what I'm doing is just a little bit more kind of tinkering around with the car, getting little things done. Like, for example, I'm going to be attempting to do the one of the air vents. I'm going to be changing one of them on the center dash. The other job I'm going to do is the rear brake housing, give that a bit of a paint, because I'm getting the alloy wheels done this week, so they're going to be refurbished. I just want to make sure all inside the wheel arch is good. I've also done the calipers on the front. I've painted them red. These drums on the back, so that's my key thing, is to give that a bit of paint and just to bring it up. And obviously once the wheels have been done, I just want that black to shine through, really. It just gives it that kind of fresh look. The wheel arch, I've given that a good clean, and I should give that a WD-40. All of this is going to get protected with some black undersill spray, so it should last quite a while. I've actually done underneath the car as well, you can't see that. So all that's left for me to do now is paint this. So some good old WD-40 onto the key bits of plastic, really gets that clean. And obviously on this stuff as well, just give it all a clean, but it's all going to get undersealed on it in a while. But this will get a lot of the dirt off of the plastic, and as you can see already it's making a difference. It don't look half bad, you know. There you go. Now let's get the cloth. See that? It's amazing how much that kind of stuff, and this is not sponsored by WD-40 before you say anything, actually does improve that plastic and gives it a really good shine. Look at that. Really does just clean and lubricate everything. That's actually coming up quite nice now. It's almost a crime to drive this in the rain again, if I'm honest. Wow, look at that. So my next big job, once the alloys are done, will be to get the paintwork looked at. Again, I haven't decided whether I'm going to do the whole thing, because obviously that's going to cost quite a bit of money. But equally, I don't want to do a half-hearted job. Oh, there you go. I just want something that's just going to look a bit smarter when you look through the alloys once they've been done. That old rusty drum, no more. That's good. That's better. Now that don't look half bad. I'm not going to paint this section, because this is the bit where the wheel fixes to, or the back of the wheel fixes to, and the nuts go onto these bolts. So I'm going to put lots of grease around here, and of course on these bolts, ready for when the nuts go on. And that is that. So let's get some grease. Yeah. So I've left it half hour, so now it's touch dry. And I cannot wait to see what the alloy wheels look like once they've been refurbed this week. So one of the other jobs I've done today, just very quickly, in fact it was so quick I didn't even have time to get the camera out, was to replace one of the air vents on the dash here. The one on the left hand side broke, and so you couldn't really do very much with it. Now I've had another ZR, Mark II ZR, and it always seems to be on the left hand vent, or the passenger side vent in the center of the dash. Don't ask me why, maybe it's just coincidence. So what I've done is I've put a new unit in and replaced this one here. I mean, this long bar here, this vertical bar, as you can see inside, this collapses, so it doesn't always open up all the vents. I mean, I literally just put the edge of a screwdriver, flat end screwdriver in there, and just eased it out very gently, so making sure I don't damage any of the plastic. Put a bit of cloth on it or something, and I eased it out and just literally poured it out and put the new unit in. It's another little job, niggly job, that's done, and I've now got a set of full air vents on the dash that work. So that's it, car's been dropped off at Bespoke Alloys back there. I have to say I can't wait to see them done. Almost feels like a finishing touch to the car in some ways. I know the bodywork's still got to have some work done on it. Do you know what, I often think about the money I'm spending on this car. So I think, as with any classic car, and I'm calling it a classic car, they're definitely worth keeping and keeping them on the road. As promised, I got a call from the alloy wheel refurbishing company to say the wheels are done. The only thing, once you've got your alloys done, is you got to be double careful that you don't scuff them again. Wow, look at that. Oh my word, look at them. Oh, good. Very good. Yep, that looks absolutely amazing. And the new tyres really do set it off, don't they? Look at that. I just love getting brand new parts, especially what look like original MG Rover parts anyway. Like this badge, brand new bonnet badge for my ZR. This is what all the work I've been doing on this project car has been building up to, really. The final bit of MG branding, I guess. And it looks absolutely mint. And that, my friends, is going to go onto the bonnet of this ZR. It looks amazing. Now, the last 5 months, I've been working on this, as you know, doing various things. It's had all its spray work done, bonnet, everything looks immaculate. And all I've got to do now is just fit this on. So officially, my ZR identifies itself as an MG. Now, believe it or not, I did this rear plastic part of the door mirror. I sprayed that with a can, and I'm absolutely dead chuffed with the way it came out. 5 months ago, this car turned up on the back of a transporter. I bought it without seeing it. I took a gamble. The current owner told me that it wasn't running. So it could have been anything, could have been the electronics, could have been absolutely anything. But as it turned out, it was just a flat battery. But I didn't know that until it arrived here. The only thing that gave me great concern when it was offloaded was the sound of the engine, which was apparently piston slap. And that got better. So as the engine warms up, it gets quieter, and it's not such an issue. To be honest with you, I don't even notice it. I'm absolutely dead chuffed with this 2011 registered MGZR. My main criticism is this car was built two days before the factory closed in 2005. So at the very least it should be on a 05 plate. But it was registered on an 04, which has given me all kinds of problems when I go to order parts. So, what are the kind of things I've done on this car? Well, done quite a bit actually. Most are common faults on the MGZRs. In fact, the Z cars in general. These aren't expensive cars to buy. I know they can be a little bit of a money pit, and you can end up spending quite a bit of money on them. Tell me about it. But once that's done and you look after the car, I think these cars are going to be even more collectible. Keep it on the road. Keep doing that work on it. I think you'll agree. It was all worth it, and I shall keep it. I shall keep tinkering around with it, and who knows what the next project car might be, if there is one. Could it be a ZT?